This is Ranger Kidwell-Ross, editor at World Sweeper. We are here in the Schwarze booth at National Pavement Expo 2013, and we're looking at the Schwarze's new badged super vac Gale Force. We'll be talking to Clark Word, sales associate with Schwarze. And Clark, tell us what we're looking at here, if you would.
Well, we're looking at the Schwarze Super Vac Gale Force sweeper. This sweeper is operated by a 60 horsepower Perkins turbo diesel engine with a 30-inch diameter whisper wheel fan. Fan is balanced to 1.5 grams. Fan uses 20% less fuel and has 7% more power than an open face fan design. It is also 70% quieter. This sweeper has a 94 gallon water system for the dust control. You have dust control at the curb broom, inside the hopper, and there are different options where you can get additional dust control on the front of the bumper of the truck.
I see we've got an in-cab hydraulic tilt. Is that standard or is that an option?
It is standard on this truck. The curb broom is 39 inches in diameter. It does have hydraulic tilt from inside the cab. And this sweeper, you can mount this sweeper on the Isuzu gas chassis or the Isuzu diesel chassis.
And your diesel, gas.
We have diesel option and a gas diesel option.
Oh, and a gas diesel option, okay.
If this particular truck is on the gas Isuzu, and if you'll notice, it has a 30 gallon fuel tank for the diesel engine.
Okay.
So it runs separately from the truck fuel tank.
All right.
The hopper on the Gale Force is 4.5 cubic yards. Has a slide out screen here, where the screen is easily removable to either be replaced or to help clean it out if need be. We have inspection doors on both sides of the hopper, large inspection doors, so you can inspect your load or throw debris in there as needed. We have external latches, stainless steel latches, mounted on the outside of the hopper for extended life. This particular unit has the hand hose option, which is used to get out into say grassy areas or into corners where you have a lot of sand and dirt build up to where the sweeper curb broom can't reach into there. That's to help vacuum that debris out of tight areas. Our sweeping head is 82 inches wide. Has a sweep in reverse capability, so you can safely back up or operate in reverse without damaging the head. This particular design head has bolt-on flaps, so you can actually replace all the flaps on the head without having to remove the sweeping head from underneath the truck. We have two different flap designs. We have a power flap, which is where all of your flaps are a little bit thicker. That's to help if you're sweeping a lot of sandy areas, heavy dirt, heavy gravel, where you need more vacuum power. Creates a better seal, gives you more pickup power. We also have a litter flap design where your front flap is very thin and your middle flap is cut out in front of the intake tube, and that's designed for people who sweep mainly light trash like paper, leaves, bottles, things like that. Lets that debris pass up under the head a lot easier.
It's a nice looking machine. Got a good fit and finish on it. Tool storage areas, we should certainly talk about that. That's
tool storage areas. We have rear tool storage areas on both sides of the truck. They're big, designed to put you can put a spare tire or any kind of tool you might need, gas cans, backpack blowers.
Have tubes going through.
Have tubes that go from one side to the other where you can put rakes and shovels. The storage areas are lit up with an LED light, so at night it illuminates the blue toolboxes. Makes it very visible for extra public safety.
Those are off because we're here at the show and you have to disconnect your battery. So
that's correct. All of our lighting in the rear is now LED lighting.
So that
gives you increased visibility on the streets, and it reduces cost of ownership because you're not replacing the bulbs as often. It also comes standard equipped with a backup alarm, again for public safety. This back door in the rear gives you access to your to fuel the truck, your fuel fill, gives you easy access to your 2 dump cylinders, and then also gives you access to the hydraulic backup pump.
And that's a 12-volt hydraulic?
It's a 12-volt DC hydraulic backup pump, so if your back engine were to fail, you can still raise your head hopper, your curb broom, you can go dump and then
still dump it on the way home to
and then get your repairs. That's correct.
Yeah, all right.
On this side, it's just shows a little bit better your inspection door on the passenger side, and the screen clean out removal door. Here we have a hydraulic tank for the hydraulic system. It's a 15-gallon tank. On this side, you can see a little bit better the Perkins turbo diesel engine. This engine has a 3-point engine safety shutdown system. Reduces the risk of engine failure due to low coolant level, high coolant temperature, and low oil pressure.
Or ignorant operators.
That's correct.
Of course, nobody listening to this probably has a problem there. We all have good employees that would never do anything like run.
Our fan housing has a leaf bleeder located on the passenger side. What the leaf bleeder does, it allows you to exhaust up to 80% of the air that goes across the sweeping head. It gives you the ability to better adjust your sweeping based on varying conditions, whether you're sweeping light material or heavy material.
Mm-hmm. So you can move from doing light leaves or leaves to light debris, litter chasing, and then go pick up some heavy stuff and sand and so forth. And how do you adjust the leaf bleeder?
There's a switch inside the cab, and it gives you a indicator on whether you're exhausting more or less air, so you can do it on the go. I mean, you know, in just a couple of seconds you can go from sweeping light debris to heavier debris.
And that I know from industry experience that's one of those things that the operator picks up right away, and being able to adjust that on the fly really can make a big difference. So make sure to train your operators when you get that too.
That's correct. It can make a big difference. It can make a very big difference.
Can we see the control panel, do you think?
Sure.
Would come in?
It might be better if we go the other side
and
get a better view of it. Here's a shot at the control panel. We have an hour meter for the sweeper motor, a temperature gauge, a tachometer, an oil pressure gauge, and then we also, because this is a gas truck with the diesel auxiliary engine with separate tanks, we also have the fuel tank level for the auxiliary engine. This unit comes standard with a low hydraulic sensor and a low water sensor, so when those fluids get low, you'll have a sensor that goes off to let you know that those fluid levels are low. Mm-hmm. We have the ignition switch for the auxiliary engine. Then we have the curb room light. This is your LED light on top of the cab. Your dust control system. This has a switch for front spray bar, which this particular unit is equipped with. This switch is your curb room tilt, where you can hydraulically tilt the curb room for varying sweeping conditions. This button here is your curb room operation. It's a on-off switch, so down runs the broom and up brings the broom up. The next switch.
Does that start it and bring the broom up at the same time, or?
At the same, yeah. When you hit the button down, the broom will drop and spin at the same time. When you bring it up, it will stop spinning and then raise the broom.
Raise, okay.
Then your next buttoning is your sweeping head. It's a simple two-stage switch up and down. The next switch is your leaf bleeder switch, as we discussed a few minutes ago. Controls the amount of air that goes across the sweeping head for sweeping in either light or heavy conditions. And then down here on the pedestal, you have a control down here that shows you whether you're in the light sweeping mode or heavy sweeping mode. The next button is the 12-volt DC hydraulic backup pump. Again, if your back engine doesn't run, you still have the ability to raise your head, your curb broom, and raise and dump your hopper. It's
one of those features that you hope to never use, and you're really grateful it's there when you do.
That's correct. And your last button here is your dump button, which dumps your hopper.
And in terms of the 12-volt auxiliary, does that I don't know how heavy duty those are made, because they're not used all that often, but can you, if you wanted to, dump normally with that and not crank your auxiliary, or do you?
Yes, definitely. The pump is very heavy duty. A lot of people will not dump with the back engine running. They'll dump with the engine off and just use the DC hydraulic backup pump.
Yeah, that sure makes sense. Well, is there anything else we've missed, or is that I think we've got it?
I think that's pretty much it. The SuperVac Gale Force is an excellent sweeper, whether you're sweeping, parking lot sweeping, doing light construction cleanup, and even a little bit of street sweeping. It's capable of doing all that type work. It's very well built, very reasonably priced, and is an excellent sweeper.
All right. Well, that was an excellent presentation of the unit. You've been a Schwarze sales associate for a very long time.
For almost 16 years.
That's amazing. How time goes by.
Yes, it is.
Well, thanks so much, Clark, and you can get hold of the company by going to www. And that's the spelling, schwarze.com, and the 800 number, what is that?
It's 1-800-879-7933.
All right, and since you saw this video at World Sweeper, let him know, and also just ask for Clark. All right. Thanks again, Clark.
Thanks, Ranger.